What's up, nail geeks, and welcome back to another Vapid Lacquer video. I am potentially double spamming you guys today, depending on when I can get Psych Minerals and Vapid's video out today, because I have a huge PPU video I want to show you guys, and I want to get that out in time before wishlisting and all that good stuff. But I'm super stoked for Vapid's launch this time. If you're new to the brand, she is currently moving from Texas. We're going to miss you, Chris. But she's going to, I believe, Arizona, if I've got that correct. And this is going to be one of her last big launches for the rest of the year. So just up front, in case anyone's having any confusion, because I did mention on another video, another maker was closing for December, and I feel like that gave the impression that that maker was closing, but it's the holiday times and stuff, and people usually take December off, in my experience. At least that's how it's been in the indie world for a little bit now. So this is her last new collection launch for the year, and these are so beautiful. And at the end of the video, during the recap, I've got all kinds of information to share with you guys, because I'm face recording this after the official launch information for the Facebook group just went up. So I'm super excited. We can chat about that a little bit at the end. But before that, let's dive in and check out the new polishes first. And first up is Polar Love, my personal favorite. This is a Sub-Zero Jelly Blue base with brilliant green to blue to violet shift. This is very satisfying in application, especially with that paddle brush, and I'm going to suggest going up to 3 coats for full opacity. Now, I did have just a touch of a little pigment doohickey going on there, so please note that is going to be corrected in y'all's bottles. Overall, this is glowy, beautiful goodness. I so love this one. It's just really intense in person. My full hand shot gives you a really good idea of what I'm seeing here in front of me. I would suggest 3 coats if you have a free edge of some type, and then finish with a good glossy top coat. And then here is Lost Maples. This is an intense mulberry red base with an enchanting red to copper to gold sparkling shift. This is lush in person, and on the first coat here, I was like, okay, I'm seeing mulberry red on the official notes from Chris, but I was seeing more of a pinky look. And then as I built it up on the second and third coat, I was like, okay, I'm seeing where that red's coming into play. So true jelly going on here. It's going to take on a different appearance, whether you wear it at 2 or 3 coats. I like loud, obnoxious, and in your face, so I chose to take it up to 3. And you can see how shimmery and pretty this one is in person. At more extreme angles, there is a gold type shift, but I do think it's on the more subtle side. You're mostly going to be in on this one for that beautiful red glow. And here is Happy Trails. This is described as a subtle magnetic polish, shimmering red to gold to copper to green, shifting base, interrupted by pink to violet magnetic mist. So this is very much a subtle magnetic. I want to note that. And honestly, I think it looks badass when you wear it by itself too. So I don't think you need to wear a magnet with it, but that's totally your preference. There is many ways to wear this, as you guys will see on the Willet Topper segment too. Regardless, it does have a very thin formula, so I would suggest going in for 3 coats, because if you're magnetizing, you want to make sure you have plenty of pigment to work with to manipulate with your magnet. You can see here it gives this more ethereal, ghostly looking appearance when you magnetize it, and it just has a bit of movement, just enough to give it this glow, which is absolutely intentional. Finish with a good glossy top coat. And lastly, we have Cadillac Ranch. This is version 2 and is officially described as a full coverage glitter explosion. She does state that this is intended to be worn at 2 to 3 coats on its own or as a chaotic topper, and this is its second release. I do agree with that. This is absolutely a chaotic topper, and I love it. I'm here for it. I love these obnoxious glitters, and I saw some moons, and you'll see here in just a moment. I was so excited that I got a moon so you guys could see it. It's just fantastic. I'm going to suggest going in with 2 coats. I thought it was just just fine at 2 coats. I saw no reason to go up to 3 coats. I applied as I normally do, at least normally for myself, and I did the icing method on one of my coats just to make sure I had that coverage, and I used the texture from the previous coat to build up that second coat. You will need to finish with a glitter smoothing top coat and a glossy top coat. P.S. I've mentioned it before, but Vapid's glitter smoothing top coat is awesome if you want something to come along with your pretties in their shipment. And lastly, we have the Willet Topper segment. This is where I use a black swatch stick to demonstrate how polishes look over different colors for versatility uses. All right, so we got shimmer balms, and I told y'all earlier this was going to look amazing. Polar Love, it just amplified that nice lime to emerald sort of appearance, and we have this beautiful blue glow at more extreme angles over black. Lost Maples canceled out that pink looking appearance that I was seeing on the first coat, and it's so vampy and delicious here. It just reminds me, there's a mainstream that this reminds me of, and it's completely eluding me right now, but regardless, definitely passed the topper test. Happy Trails popped so well over black. I think there's room to play with this, and I think it'd be really interesting over pretty much any undie. And then of course Cadillac Ranch. I tried to go in really thin on this, but it's chaos in the most party popping way possible. And regardless, you are going to get a ton of glitter payoff, whether you wear it as a topper or by itself. So the new polishes are going to drop this Saturday, the 28th at 2 p.m. Central Time on Vapid's website. And again, at the time that I'm face recording this, the Facebook group, Chris has posted the official launch information. So I get to chat a little bit about that. When I'm editing this, I'm going to have this behind me. But she has posted that Body Butter is back. If you have not tried Vapid's Body Butter, if you haven't tried Vapid's Body Butter, it's the bomb. It's really thick. It's heavy. It's got more of an oily consistency, of course, because it's body butter, true body butter. And the other night after I did like a full self-care sort of thing, and I shaved and I used it afterwards. I used my my Jacko Mallow, and it's like literally you can see through it, and I'm just like scraping along the sides. It's such a delicious scent. So I'm super excited to restock my personal body butter. And then it dawned on me that when I tell you guys this stuff, how awesome this is, that's also going to affect me for the restock too. So I'm just saying, leave a little bit for me, please. So we've got body butter coming back, and we've also got body cream. So her lotion, nail sauce, which is her like hand cream, and her nail elixir, which is her cuticle oil, and body sprays. I did have someone ask me, I think for my last Vapid video, ask me what nail sauce was and how it compared to the body cream. If I had to describe it, nail sauce is like a sauce. It's got a thinner consistency to it. It's not quite watery, but you know, if you held it, like if you held the nail sauce, you know, like in your hand and you held it, you know, at an angle or upside down or whatever, it's going to come out. It's got that kind of consistency. It's real light. And I personally think it's fantastic for like after you wash your hands and whatnot. Body butter, on the other hand, is of course for your body, but I personally like to use it on my hands in the mornings and at nighttime, not when I'm going to be touching a whole lot of stuff. And when I say morning, I mean, I'm the type of person that I have to have my coffee and like 30 minutes of like zen out time before anybody speaks to me. So that's what I mean when I say morning. But we do have some Bath & Body. So she also mentioned we're going to have some WTF polishes. Those are her small batches. She was just messing around in the shop, and there's no recipes recorded. There's no way to reproduce them. Some of them have super limited pigment that she's got on hand, things like that. I think she said, if I'm not mistaken, that there are a little under 40 of those. So in the Facebook group, she's going to start posting a bottle shot and a swatch stick of those. There's not enough, obviously, to go to swatchers or anything. And you better believe I'm going to be just completely stalking the Facebook group to see what's going on in there. So those are going to be in this launch. And of course, we've got our new polishes. And she also says we have our fall scents for this month. I have to say, out of the scents, I have tried Black Magic in the past. It's a wonderful, wonderful scent. To me, like I know on the official description, it says like grapes, I'm seeing oranges, plums, red berries. To me, it's like a sensual sort of smell. And she says it on here. It's sensual and dark. I have to agree with that. It's a really nice smell. If you like some of her other like just like out of the box blends, you'll like this one. That one's really good. Butter My Biscuit. I didn't try that one when it originally released. I wanted to, and if I remember correctly, it's sold out, something like that. But that's also on my radar. And then we've got, I don't know, Hot Buttered Rum looked really good too. I'm thinking about that one, but I really want to try sugar cookies. I haven't had her sugar cookies scent. I'm not sure if this one's a new one. I don't think it is, but her other cookie smells are like, oh, they're so freaking good. So I definitely want to try the sugar cookies, and hopefully I don't have to compete with you guys. Y'all leave me some body butter for real. So this is her last new launch for this year, essentially. And then the final one is going to be a Vapid. It's like an annual thing called the Purge. If you have never been a part of a Vapid Purge, it's a little bit chaotic. It's a lot of fun, and there's a ton of discounts on that stuff. That's going to be later on. So I don't know a date for that or anything like that yet. It's just basically just purging out her shop, especially more so now because she's moving, but that's going to be at a later date. So join the Facebook group, follow them on social media so you can see when that's going to happen. I also noticed on her official announcement for this launch that there is going to be sale items on some of the stuff, no code needed. So that's something there too that we can look forward to for the launch. And I'm super excited. I wish her well on the move. And I'm really excited that that means that we still get Vapid around for a very long time. I'm going to stop yakking to you guys, and let me know in the comment section if you've smelled any of the scents. Which one should I try that I didn't mention? If you have, and what have you. So as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.